quite mobile hero also. So SMG, they need more stable lanes. DP is a hero that you don't lose the mid lane. You should win the mid lane against Pangolier. There are few heroes that can beat DP in lane. Maybe a really well played SF. Maybe bad, but it also can go really bad. So yeah, DP is a stable laner. This Muerta lane, Earth Spirit needs to do the creep cutting. It can get really bad if they don't manage to have the creep equilibrium. And top should be a decent trade if SMG doesn't fall for that bait that maybe Shopify gets level 2 before and they go into that skirmish. So yeah, lanes are playable. Hopefully we see a good match.
I mean, to be fair, we thought that the lanes were playable last game, but then the lane that we actually thought SMG would win got completely pub stomped. That was not great.
There's something... AUI recorded some videos talking about the TI run, and something he mentioned super interesting. You, as a coach, you do the draft, or as anyone on the team, you do the draft, you expect some lane outcomes that really matters in the game, and you go for that early level 1 skirmish that just changes everything. And then all your ideas are gone. Because if there's a TA with 3 kills, and gets level 2 on the first wave, and then your Beastmaster dies because level 1 and TA is 2, then a lane that is supposed to have even just turns into a snowball of TA killing you over and over. So those small instances can make a huge difference, and Shopify is definitely really good at abusing them.
Well, a new game, new chances, and a new, well, not completely new draft, of course. A new hero, at least. The Afu Earth Spirit, that's going to be the one I'm looking forward to seeing what he can bring to the table. Mid one on the Muerta. Honestly, he's played really well on the Muerta, but it was never enough, especially yesterday when there were 3 Heavens Halberds on the opposing side. But then, if they're going to focus all those Heavens Halberds to counter mid one, Chidori is going to need to step up. Like, they have to switch each other out. If one hero core gets taken down in terms of focus, the other one has to step up. Moon is just most likely going to go for the same Aura Builder, Guardian Greaves, Pipe shenanigans as he went yesterday as well.
Yeah, which is good. It's a good approach. When your offlaner is building damage, your mid laner build the auras. Definitely, that's a good read that SMG has on the meta. On distributing resources between heroes, which items are going to be done. But yeah, definitely Slark needs to have impact. The last Slark game we've seen, Slark was no impact, unfortunately, because of the matchups a lot. Yep. He didn't have the best game, but also the matches were terrible. This game, even though it's a first phase Slark, it's fine. Not the best Slark game ever, but it's not like unplayable.
Yeah, yesterday you had like Underlord, he had Pango, and there was another, they had 5 heroes that had AoE damage / control on the enemy side. So there was like nothing he could really do. He was just countered from the very get-go.
It's against Alchemist and CM also, yeah.
Afu go for
the TP from Earth Spirit.
Ooh, just in time.
Okay, that's good. Gets alive. Those are the small instances that make a lot of difference. So Mata is popped. And he's still alive. He's gonna be back on the lane. Mid one, though. Nice fear.
Yeah, nasty damage. Not too surprising considering meta was used, so obviously they'll try and get as much damage in as they pretty much can.
The only thing is they didn't allow Earth Spirit to creep skip, which means Arteezy is just denying everything. Muerta cannot step in the lane for a while.
With Afu back, Fly does need to possibly be a little bit more careful. Milton can also get himself a nice Lotus over at the fountain.
Fly had 2 mangoes. He's bringing 1 clarity, 1 stick. He just want to play the lane, abuse resources to kick mid one out. It's a good approach on Shopify.
Well, it's actually Afu that picks up the healing Lotus. You can always just control click it, give it to an ally. Actually, he just gave it straight up to mid one. That works.
Yeah, mid one has 9 stick charges.
And they're gonna go in on Fly. The fear comes out on top as well. Fly, the second fear does not... Sorry, the silence came on top. The fear from the dead shot did not push Fly back, unfortunately. But at least some harass damage coming out, and they still have plenty of mana to work with.
Yeah. It's so weird to see an Earth Spirit playing the lane. Maybe I'm not used to the...
Oh, he's actually going in aggressively here, but He's about to drop dead. First blood gets secured by Fly. And currently the TB for the right clicks against mid one, who is now in a World of Hurt. Has a 14 magic wand charge, but Abed running towards the bottom lane.
Abed level 4.
Dead shot, not going to be able to get the kill. And Abed is just a nuisance here. Mid one needs to try and juke his way through, but completely gets caught with the new trees. And that's going to be a nice kill coming in with the Abed rotation. In the meantime, there is a kill secured topside onto a Coddle. Did not see exactly what was happening in that area though, but yeah, nice rotation from Abed at the very least.
Yeah, from the games I casted, that's the first one I've seen a mid laner level 4 rotating. And honestly, from the last patch, I just seen on Primal. I don't know, we didn't cast any Shopify games before. Pretty surprising and pretty effective.
Yeah, it got pretty scary there, of course. TB, he has himself infused raindrops now, and his magic wand is pretty neat, considering there's so much spam coming between the two, going in onto the Terrorblade, just trying to do as much harass damage as possible. Deadshot comes out, fears back the TB into the calling, but it's just nowhere near enough damage. He still has a magic wand, and infused raindrops are just so good against this heavy magic damage this game.
Another thing that shows how lane phase oriented Shopify is, they have the raindrops on Pangolier, they have on the TB, Rubik has it on the quick buy, so they're definitely ready to keep playing the laning stage. No greedy choices for the late game.
They tried to send, well, they still have Poloson towards the bottom lane. They're going to go in, but there's a Metamorphosis, and that is pretty scary. TB pushed to one end, but they just kind of need to dip out. Otherwise, they're going to get overwhelmed by that sheer right-click damage from the Terrorblade with meta up.
Mid Exo is popped, which is pretty significant. Arteezy, he goes back.
Oh, he's actually dropping low. No magic wand charges anymore. Mid one's trying to finish him off, but taken down instead. And with the crit rotation as well. Glimpse comes out. Terrorblade, is he going to get taken down? No, he's not even going to die. Afu dipped. Is going to go for the TP. Oh, sorry, no. He went for the Healing Lotus pickup. Same animation, but will be able to disengage. But the fact that the TB still does not die there, oh, that's just painful.
TP Invis, going top. Might see some movement. TP in from Disruptor. We might see a kill on the Beastmaster.
That should be. Don't you think they can keep the glimpse from happening? Underneath the tower, Chidori's actually a little bit scared. Moon, can they actually finish off Saberlight? Yeah, the round should connect. Kill gets secured, but in comes the Rolling Thunder. Abed's here, looking for Chidori. That's the bigger target. Chidori getting rolled on. Where does he bounce against? He just...
There's a small cliff.
I don't... Oh, there's a rock there. There's a tree on top of a rock. Really? Okay. The more you know. Like, I have to look to the side to see that there's a freaking rock there. Oh, okay. That's interesting to know.
Well, Abed knows.
Yeah, Abed knows.
That's why he's playing the major.
He knows from a patch that came out a week ago. All the little rocks on the map.
Counting rocks. Abed farming stacks. Yeah, so you see DP gets the power up rune, goes for the rotation. You have the Disruptor TP, and the team that gets the best outcome is Shopify. Because they got a Beastmaster kill, but in trade you got the Slayer kill. So 3k ahead on Shopify, even on lanes that looked stable. Lanes look pretty stable. Mid, jump into fly, blinding light.
Well, they're trying to get something going.
Abed glimpsed. Has Arcane though. He definitely wants to pop his ultimate here.
Poloson, the swashbuckle connects. Exorcism immediately into the silence. Can they keep Abed controlled? Rolling Thunder comes out, but the Exor is still pretty nasty. However, he's actually going to roll away. Oh no. Oh, Abed gets out of dodge. No worries, no trouble. And Shopify are looking again very comfortable this game.
Yeah, Exo is popped. Some damage will be done at this tier 1 tower mid. but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Our Spirit jumps in.
Onto Fly, should be able to get that kill. Again, shoulda, woulda, coulda, because Moon's gonna back off. His Exo is about to end. Saberlight TP'd through as well. Abed with very little HP, trying to go for the Afu kill. Do they have enough? Yes, indeed. Killing spree for Abed. And they'll focus towards that tier 1 tower in mid, because they've got themselves a Helm of the Dominator Beastmaster. Saberlight did not go for the defensive aura game. Instead, he went for a Helm of the Dom, which honestly I don't really see that often anymore. But it does summon them skellies for extra push.
Yeah, the enemy team does not interact with units. DP is terrible against units. Stark, okay-ish. Disruptor is bad, our Spirit's terrible, Mert is bad. So he's gonna have aura soon, because he goes for the Dominator 2, right?
Yeah, that's one nice way to at least have a Vlad's, considering Wraithback is gone. Rip Wraithback. You are great for one major. Though if they still kept Wraithback, there would be way
being
too
chased
many
by the
tools.
army. That's the thing. How they interact with this army.
Double damage, gets denied.
3 heroes should interact.
They'll at least get themselves $100. Easy for Moon, easy 100 gold. But trying to build up the mech. Supports on Shopify are looking pretty farmed. The cores are looking pretty farmed. Abed's almost done with his Diffusal Blade. Is going to be a huge pickup. Even Arteezy is just farming on the dire side of the map.
Yeah. That's what Shopify did the game 1 also. They get strong and they get the enemy creeps. So you need to retake our jungle. You're forced to take those fights if you want to go for the jungle creeps. Maybe play a bit more the lanes on SMG. I love to see this Lark just shoving the wave over and over to the tower. And not like just shove one wave, go back jungle. Shove one wave, go back jungle.
At least their net worth disadvantage is not as high as last game. But it's still not looking too great. Rotating towards bottom. Saberlight doesn't have a roar at the ready currently. And Moon with the Exo. They might try and go for the tier 1 tower towards bottom. They need to open up the map.
Yeah. What I would love to see is like Stark hitting this tower. He shows the wave and he goes jungle. Just hit the tower, make heroes of the enemy team show, and then your team can take a team fight on the other side of the map.
Mid one being slowed down. Abed's on top. Saberlight is... Where the hell did Saberlight get that kill from? Did he have like one random boar hitting him? Must have been the case. Okay. Interesting to see. Nonetheless, going in. X's and U's on to Fly. Rubik is the target they want to go for, but he's got that big Pavis shield. He's actually not dropping whatsoever. Fly is just walking out of there. Or is he? Chidori going in. Glimpse comes out. Fly will possibly finally fall, but Chidori might die in response. That's 2 cores for a position 5 Rubik. And it took them forever to kill him. They're hunting for Abed. In the trees he goes, behind the pillar. Not a place you play too often, but he takes down Poloson before he would possibly have to swashbuckle to safety, because he's going to disengage. Mid one's the last one, completely stuck and surrounded. And the last little tick comes through from the random melee creeps as well. It's going to be a full team wipe. They only lost Fly. And that is with just a Pavis. The extra 300 damage absorption shield is more than enough to keep them going.
And the fights are long, so it's a team... Like, Muerta dies, and he comes back to the other team wipe. He died twice. He died on the pick-off, starts a fight, TP's in, die. Now, respawning. I don't know if they go again for it. Disruptor is not even level 6. Okay, level 6. It's good. Prioritize the levels on the supports, then you might be able to get a kill.
The fact that this patch with, of course, you've got those extra wisdom runes, but it feels so horrible not having the tome anymore as a support. Because if you are losing in the game, getting that level 6 is so hard to gain. Like, both the supports are 30 minutes in, they just got their level 6.
Yeah.
This patch feels horrendous.
There's a
if you're
support
behind.
level 8 on Shopify. That happens when you're 9k behind. I just... Maybe the snowballing mechanics are too strong in this patch. is something, I'll not say like the XP between supports, just the snowball.
Yeah,
Abed,
it's all the
silenced.
little things that make it very problematic.
Shield it.
Abed, Chidori goes in, but he's out of mana. He needs to disengage. He'll be able to fall back. They're not even going to commit the Rolling Thunder. There is not even a Metamorphosis just yet. But that's the plus side of having a Coddle on your team. He's got max level Chakra Magic, so he constantly reduces the cooldown of the Metamorphosis. Rolling Thunder comes through after they already got themselves Afu. Moon's going to be the next one. This is just a slaughter from Shopify.
Yeah, I mean, you just lost a team fight there with Exo. Now you don't have Exo. And now TB's there, and you just bump on that wall again.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Indeed.
Hard to find positive words for SMG right now. They...
Oh, you can TP towards the outpost topside and try and farm there, I guess.
Yeah, like, just feed on silence on support, and like you're dying on one support, but then like 3 cores are farming, if you have 3 cores that need farm. But if you bring the 3 under-farmed cores to the same place of the map over and over, and bump on that wall, it's gonna be a disaster. Also, if you farm jungle, like, there's Muerta and Zlark sharing a jungle creep, and then it gets obvious to Shopify where they are, because they're not shoving waves, so they have all the wave advantage on the Shopify side.
Are there any big items that could turn things around? Mid one's getting his Maelstrom delivered. Moon, he's got mech. Chidori, he's going for the Diffusal Blade. The problem is, honestly, the Pangolier. Abed is so hard to control this game.
Here he goes, another
Gonna
smoke.
go in onto Abed. Can they finally finish him off? He is stuck inside the silence, but he barely takes any damage because he had the shield rune. And Depavis was thrown out on top of him. He's dropping low. Finally, they managed to get a kill. Buyback comes out from Afu. The roar onto Moon, but there the TB
Buyback.
just pumps out so much damage
Double
in
buyback.
response as well. Mid one on the side. Didn't even pop Pierce the Vil in that engagement. Just gets overwhelmed because he ran out of mana. Thanks to a
TP
nice
buyback without
swashbuckle.
Exo. Or Spirit buyback without
Chidori
ulti
doesn't
also.
have his ulti
Matt is
available.
popped.
He's got to definitely be very careful. Yeah, 420. We saw this exact score line in the last game as well. Blasted
Dieback.
Afu dieback. Finding the silver lining is quite hard here, Astini.
Yeah,
Now they're going back in. They tried to kill off the TB. Do they have the damage with the mid one ulti on top? Glimmer comes through. They're saving him. Nice under usage there from Arteezy to keep himself going. Got a little bit too dicey. Now mid one does not have his ulti available. Mid one is going to be hunted. Saberlight is on a mega kill streak. He's got his ancient granite golem. Extra auras added in because why not? Chidori's so damn close to dropping. And it's just the mana drain, the damage, the sustain on Shopify that is near impossible to break through. Like Moon, every time he pops his Exo, they did manage to get that kill, obviously at the start, but immediately afterwards he just gets bursted.
and then he bought back without Exo to just bump against this wall in the mid lane again.
Dory coming to say hi. Nice static storm kinetic field. They get a two-man catch, but do they have any damage is the question. It's problematic. TB's just gonna be chilling right now. Roar comes out onto mid one. Second kill secured. And that's gonna be at least a set of racks that they can pick up. Luckily enough, there's still tier 2 in the top lane. But they just can't, they can't even get close. The constant Abed swashbuckles.
Just jumping in 5 heroes will not work. We're just gonna see SMG dying over and over and over. They need to stop running into Shopify, but now it's just too late because Shopify is inside their base. They didn't force anything, any other place in the map, and everything just looked hopeless for SMG at this point of the game.
Oh, they're gonna back off.
Nice smoke to avoid the glimpse.
Crit's also constantly spamming Chakra Magic on Arteezy to make sure his Metamorphosis cooldown gets reduced. So they also have that nice little addition for their team. There's a Sunder available in 3 seconds. Oh my god, Disruptor almost gets one shot there by Swashbuckle. Abed, with cooldown reduction, gets the second Swashbuckle through. And that is a quick kill on Disruptor, so no Static Storm for the bottom set of racks. And they just need to get rid of the tier 2 top to get themselves megas.
Yeah, just one side remaining. Shopify still need to take all the top area of the map. I wonder if they go Roche, because they're so strong that they don't even need Aegis. But it's like, hey, Roche is on the way because it's dire, it's night. They have this 1 minute. Maybe it's too clutchy to go Roche, because it's gonna turn the 20 minutes and then you need to run after the Roche. Yeah, they just go straight to this line.
Yeah, TB also getting close
Again,
to Scotty.
It's like, oh, we know where Shopify is, so we're smoking into them for the final fight.
Maybe if we
or
can
hopefully
catch
not
the
final,
support.
they manage to get a big
Oh,
bomb.
they spot out Fly, but he's got the Pavis. And he's trying to run away. Static Storm on top of the Rubik. They're throwing so much to control off the Rubik, but that Rolling Thunder from Abed is on point, keeping them at bay. Fly still not dead just yet. Tried to seal the Spirit Siphon, will eventually get taken down, but how much will it cost them? Mid one forced to pop his ulti to just stay alive. And charging forward is Crit, blasting him with the Illuminate. You're not going to stay alive from this nasty coddle. Moon forced to run away with his Exorcism pop, TP out from the Disruptor. They find a kill, but they lose mid one and all of their ultis at the same time.
It's a 1-for-1 trade.
Value? They actually got a lot of money out of that kill.
Yeah.
But this is going to be megas. And
Looks like game.
yeah. Moon is behind them, but he doesn't have Exorcism. And he's going to say hi. But Saberlight, the rest of his team is not even walking towards Moon currently. Moon does have a shard. That's a nice tool at the very least, but they have way too much damage onto this DP. And Moon dies, Afu dies, Mega secure, GG gets called, and SMG gets crushed. And honestly with that, that's kind of... it's getting really close now for the Southeast Asian region, because if I'm not mistaken, Tundra just beat Talon. And they're going to face up against each other. That's at the very least, the Southeast Asian team is going to have...